Shalom, everyone. We'll be going over the Old Testament Pseudepigrapha, Volume 2. Now, you're not going to see this book in your Bible. It says the Ladder of Jacob. You're not going to see these books in your Bible. So it'd be to your benefit to go out and invest and buy these books. This is the Pseudepigrapha, Volume 2. There's a Volume 1 also, but we'll be considering Volume 2. And we'll just see why this thing was taken out of the Bible. Why did they want to hide this information from people? Anyway, we're going to be working on here. We're going to be reading, chapter 5 of the Ladder of Jacob, okay? And it says here, the Most High, that's Almighty Elohim, the Most High will raise up kings from the grandsons of your brother Esau. So the grandsons of your brother Esau, he's talking to Jacob here, right? And they will receive all the nobles of the tribes of the earth. So Esau's grandsons are going to receive much power. A lot of tribes, a lot of kings are going to fall by Esau's sword. Remember, Esau was given a sword that he's going to conquer and rule, according to that blessing that he got from his father Isaac. So this is part of that blessing. He's going to be able to conquer and rule these nations, and the Most High is allowing him to conquer and rule. Well, he's going to conquer and rule over the tribes and kings and nations of the earth who will have mistreated. Notice this, they are mistreating the seed of Jacob. So Esau's grandkids are mistreating the grandchildren of Jacob. It says, and they will be delivered into his hand. So all of Jacob's descendants will be delivered into Esau's descendants' hands. Follow that? Okay. It says, and he will be vexed by them. So Esau's going to be aggravated with them. He wants to get rid of Jacob's seed. He wants to destroy them. And he will hold them by force and rule over them. So Esau is ruling over Jacob. Also, he's vexed by them. So he wants to get rid of them, and he's going to come up with an idea, a thought. His thought will go out against them to serve idols. A thought will go out against them to serve idols and to sacrifice and make sacrifices to these dead gods, sacrifices of the dead. So Esau's descendants are going to seek to corrupt the worship of Jacob's descendants, to get them away or detach them from their power, Elohim, their power, their God, the true God that they worship. He's going to go out against them to serve idols, not serving God. See that? And we continue. And he will do violence. This is Esau. Esau, he will do violence to all those in his own kingdom, in his kingdom, who will be revealed in such guilt. It's a guilty thing that they're doing. It's an ugly thing that they're doing. Both to the highest man of your tribe. Now, who is the highest man of Jacob's tribe? Well, we know the Most High, the highest man that came down, that offered his life, gave his life for in the behalf of the sons of Israel, was the Mashiach. So Esau's descendants are going to be guilty in regard to the Mashiach. So this plan of Esau's descendants to corrupt the seed of Jacob through idols, idolatry, false worship, so that they do not know their history, don't know who's the God that they've been their grandfathers worship, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to confuse them into worshiping idols, and he will do violence. This is a guilty thing. This is an ugly thing that Esau's descendants are doing against the descendants of Jacob, so that they don't know their history. and go down here to verse 16, it says, and just wrapping this all up, it says, know, Jacob, that your descendants shall be exiles. This is all a part of this idea of Esau, his thought. Remember, he had an idea, a big idea to get rid of Jacob's descendants, to get them out of the land, to serving idols, to worship idols, also to oppress them, and to put all this together. It says, know, Jacob, that your descendants shall be exiles. Exiles in a strange land, sent out by ships into a strange land. Strange land. And they will afflict them with slavery and afflict wounds on them every day. Every day. I'll read this again. Know, Jacob, that your descendants shall be exiles in a strange land, and they will afflict them with slavery and inflict wounds on them every day. But notice what it says here. But the Lord will judge the people. Remember, they're going to be guilty, such guilt, from this horrible idea from Esau's grandsons. Back down here it says, but the Lord will judge the people for whom they slave. That's what's up. Anyway, this is the Pseudepigrapha Old Testament. I advise everyone to get this book, Volume 1 and Volume 2. They're on Amazon. Surely my book is all marked up, but it's worth it's indelible to study this, and it helps you to link up what's going on in this world and why and what is wrong with this world and why this world is so messed up, and that you may certainly enjoy true worship with the Most High and not be lured into these foreign gods of Esau's grandsons. Peace, shalom,